today I thought I would talk to you about my Fjällräven Kanken backpacks. If you're new here, I'm Anime and I hope you stick around. Fjällräven, I think is how you say it, is a Swedish, company that makes bags, mostly backpacks, and they're like their most popular bag. They've been around for a really long time, but especially at the moment the bags are really trendy. I've had two of the bags. I've had one of them, I'd say about 5 or 6 years, and the other maybe 3. I use them a lot, and I used to use them a lot more than I do now, for a couple of reasons, and I'll kind of talk about that. But I thought I would show you what they're like, because before I bought them, they're kind of pricey. So before I bought one, I tried to do a lot of research, and I didn't find very much on it. So when I was writing a blog before, I did a review on them, and it was actually like my most viewed post. It was really popular, and I always had a lot of questions. So if you have any questions on anything that I don't answer in this video, make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try to get back to them as quickly as I can. I'll leave the names of them in the description bar if I can find the actual names, but I feel like this one might be discontinued as well, because I had a lot of questions on the colour of this one. It seems to be coming out a little bit like greyish. Everything's turning up a bit more grey on camera, but this is, I think it's blush is the colour that it's under. Not the peach one, because I think the peach one has more of a like coral tone. But I got this to use for school, and it was so good. And I really liked it after I was using that one, because that got a bit dirty. But the only problem I've found, like the main issue with Kankens, is that they get stained so easily. Like, I wear dark jeans quite a bit, but you can see the entire bottom of the bag is blue. And I have scrubbed and scrubbed at this bag trying to get the stains off. Same with the other one. You can see at the back, at the bottom, like backpacks are gonna get dirty. Like, look at the front of that. That's so nasty. That's kind of why I've stopped using them. I cannot for the life of me clean them. And I know that's kind of what you get for buying like light colored bags. But I would keep that in mind if you were buying a lighter colored bag, because if you don't mind that kind of look, that's fine. But I don't. So it's kind of annoying. I still use them for travel, and I'll use them in occasions where it's fine if they get dirty now. But I tried so hard for so long to keep them in such good condition, and it didn't really work. The back of this got stained mostly from school, which is fine, but it's really the staining from jeans that I thought was a problem. So if you wear dark jeans, just realize that might be a problem. But if you plan on getting like a dark color, it will be fine. But I think they do really nice colors in all the like brighter tones, and I think they're really nice. So another thing I often got asked in the comments of that blog post about the Kanken was its size, and that's something that I kind of wondered about before I got one. But it actually says it, I think, in the description what exactly it'll fit. So I can fit my MacBook Air in one of these, if that kind of gives you that size. It's pretty like deep, but they aren't huge, which is good. So I'll insert some photos probably throughout this video, or towards the start or the end or something, and you can see what size it is like compared to me. I'm about 5'2", so if you're kind of small built, I would suggest this as a backpack, because it kind of sits behind your back. You can't see it out either side or over the top or anything. It's not too chunky, and it's like just really neat. That's one thing that I thought was really good about these. I know people like Herschel backpacks as well, and that was something someone had asked me in the comments as well, was they got a Herschel, they thought it was too big for their frame, and they were 5'2" or 5'3" or something, and they said, oh, what do you think about a Kanken? And I said, well, I've seen Herschels, they're very big. These are definitely much smaller. They're like just a little petite bag, and this is the like regular size. I don't know, maybe I'll put it in here somewhere what the name of this size is. It's not the mini, it's a size up from the mini. The minis I've seen, and they are quite small. They are like a handbag. That's what you'd use as like a purse, rather than this, which I've used for school, and I used it for college. I used the pink one for college last semester. The other one I used for secondary school. So like it fit everything I need. I've used it for dance workshops. I use it for a lot of things like that, and for plane travel, because actually this is kind of a funny one, but like because it's so narrow, like because it's not wide, it's like not wider than my shoulders, So you know, if you're like walking down a bus aisle, it like, and you don't want to hit people, so you're trying to like hold your backpack or whatever, it doesn't hit off anything, because as long as you don't, because it's so narrow, even if you turn a little bit, it's actually not going to hit off anyone, which I think is really good, because you don't want to be that really annoying person who smacks people in the face with a backpack on a flight. Just noticed there's a hole in the bottom of this, a really tiny hole. That's so sad. Another thing I was kind of like curious about before I got mine was the straps, because they're not like the typical straps you'd get on a backpack, especially a backpack of this price. And price, by the way, Kanken's, I know how durable they are. Like, they really do last. Like, there's only, as I just found, a tiny hole in the bottom of this one, but they are still on the pricey side. I believe they're cheaper in the US, is what I've heard, because of like tax or whatever, because we have to pay Swedish tax in Europe, because I live in Ireland. But they are still pricey. Like, they are great quality, but I'm not sure, like, they're a fashion statement, so go for that. You know, it's, if you like the look of them, I'd say go for it, but still I do think that it's a bit iffy, because the straps are really thin. They are just like nylon strap like that, and it's actually good because it's not too bulky, and it like kind of goes with an outfit better. It's kind of just very vain, but it's so true. It's like, they're not the most practical, but they don't like interfere with what you're wearing, and it doesn't give it that like, I'm going to school with my backpack kind of a look. It's, I think you can get like little pad things to put under it, but I've never really had that problem. Like, I've never had anything crazy heavy in this, like heavy enough that I would need to do that. But yeah, it's also got a top strap here, which I do carry it by sometimes because it's just easier. I think if you have a mini, sometimes people carry it by the top strap, which is probably what I would do, because it's so small on your back. Like, it's handy for a part of the time, like if you were walking somewhere. But it also has a little like clip to keep them together at the top, which is kind of good if you're walking around in the city, because it makes it harder for someone to like unzip it if they tried the big pocket. But that is one problem I've found, is that the front pocket, where you would probably keep your phone or your purse, like things that you need to access really quickly, is super accessible for theft. You could just walk by and just like unzip it and reach in. It's like super accessible. Just take, that's a note card from college. Like, that's one thing that I was kind of like, it's great for school, but then you can't, like if you're touring around a city or something, it's kind of annoying to be constantly aware of this. I think I devised something where I had these zips down here, and I would clip it with a keychain that I had, like a cute little heart keychain. Actually, there's like a, yeah, I used to have a big silver and hot pink heart keychain on this one that kind of matched it, and then I have little friendship bracelets, as you might have seen on this. I have like little friendship bracelet ties on this one, just because it goes with it. Yeah, that's the only thing that has kind of annoyed me, is the pocket being super accessible. Also the side pockets, which fit a bottle of water. I haven't actually found like a bottle of water that'll fit in there without like it being a light plastic one, me having to like crush it to fit it down there, or else like you can kind of fit an umbrella in there. Otherwise I just would put junk down there because it doesn't fit much, the little side pockets. So overall, I think Kankens are really cute bags. Like, they are quite a fashion statement, and like that's what I think they're really great for. They also are very practical. Like, they are durable. I've used mine for school and they did last, but the staining element of them has kind of annoyed me. I've heard you can re-wax them, but if you put them in the washing machine, and then you're gonna have to re-wax them afterwards, and that just seemed like a big mess to me. So really, they are practical to a certain degree, but I would still say go for them for more the style element than the I need a new bag for school element. They'd be better for like college, where you don't have to carry as many heavy books, because I had to carry a lot of heavy books in secondary school. But really, I think they are a good bag choice, and I would suggest them if you can get one. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope it could have been some help to you if you were thinking about purchasing one of these bags before you took the plunge. That's it for today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!